So preventing weight regain is, very, very easy after stopping the medication. No one says that no, it's not. But then you can definitely prevent it. And how we can prevent it is in our hands. It's just need to understand how we can maintain the life and the progress after stopping the GLP-1. Definitely nobody is going to be on these medication lifelong. We have to stop sometime at certain point after achieving the results. Now, how to maintain your weight loss after that is what we are learning throughout this time frame. It's very important for you as a person to learn the art of eating, to understand what is necessary and what mistakes need to be avoided after stopping the medication. If you're not following the basic interventions, and 100% the weight will bounce back, right? And same as with the with our progress, either we are talking about the progress at personal front or the progress in our office, in our professional life. It all requires constant efforts and the consistency. So what we need to do is be consistent, be regular with the same lifestyle what we have been following in this last in these last couple of years. So, how to maintain your progress is what is the agenda of today's talk. And if you have any doubt, please feel free to reach out to me. Those who wants to unmute themselves and talk, we can do it after the session. So 11 to 11:30 is basically the talk. So we are mostly worried about regaining weight, and after stopping GLP-1 medication, the appetite will bounce back. And then some people are also concerned that the all the efforts and the way the money being invested in the program will be completely wasted. But there's nothing like that. What is more important is to understand that none of your efforts will be wasted if you are going to maintain a good, healthier lifestyle. Now, how we have to maintain is whatever we are learning, right now, either about eating the right way, either about understanding that what should be the nutrients present in our diet, or about the workout. Whatever lifestyle changes we are making at present has to be continued and followed religiously lifelong. So this is the reason we fall in prey to multiple diseases. We fall prey to weight gain because every step, every single choice matters. It's not about completely stopping up or giving up on something. It's all about maintaining or bringing in that balance, which is necessary to get into that healthier zone and to prevent any sort of hazard or discomfort to our body. Now, after stopping GLP-1 medication, generally, yes, the appetite comes back because medicines are externally helping your body to reduce that appetite. But once we follow it for 6 months or for say 3 months or 4 months, generally the appetite reduced, right? You don't feel that hungry. And if you ensure that you are following the right diet, having ensured that you are making sure of the protein intake in a good quantity, or the fiber intake has to be up to the mark, I'm sure the appetite will not go back, right? Sometimes we do slip, sometimes we do lose the track, but then we have to get back on track. We have to bounce back to the habits. And the goal is not to here lose the weight. The goal is here is to build a good lifestyle that can be maintained lifelong to prevent any sort of health issues. So if you just see like nowadays why we are getting a lot of health related concerns, number one, the quality of the food is compromised. Number two, if you look at the level of stress we all are dealing with on a day-to-day basis, whether it's a work-related stress, where it is a social stress, of seeing people traveling around, giving us also a sort of FOMO that oh, they are having a good time, they can explore a lot of places, we are not getting a break. But then this also creates a sort of uh, lot of sort of like a lot of like comparison and jealousy, as well as lot of inferiority complex, which is normal, right? Now how we can overcome all these things is in our hand. We need to understand when we want a break. Somewhere like these insta and social handles, I feel like makes us feel really sometimes very low about ourselves. It gives a question mark on our social status. We are sometimes not doing anything to bring happiness to ourselves. We actually trying to show show that to the to the society, to other people, that yes, we are, affluent, we are well to do, we are going to hotels, right? Aren't we doing many things like, just to show it to others instead of doing it for our own sake, right? So, coming back to the topic, that GLP is not a challenge. Even if you start in the beginning, once you lose the weight, try to build small habits and be consistent and make it a part of your daily routine. For example, a simple habit when we talk about brushing your teeth. So we brush the teeth, it's a habit. Doesn't matter, like, we don't forget about it, we don't take it as a burden. Same way, if we make proteins our best friend, a major part of our meal, you can easily go with it lifelong. You don't need to count the proteins, you don't need to worry about its, RDA, the recommended dietary allowance. You can easily incorporate it. Okay, these pollen grains in Bangalore, give me a really big trouble. So I get a lot of like discomfort in the throat when this weather comes and it rains a lot. So sorry and apologies for this inconvenience. Well, coming back to the topic, like, it's very important to understand and make sure that proteins is the biggest part of our plate. Again, more than the protein, the fiber, the meal sequencing. If we master this, 100% we can retain the same weight loss, retain the same body, retain the same measurements lifelong without struggling much with it. And it's very much possible. So, why the weight generally comes back? If we lose the appetite control, if we are not getting good satiety from the food, if we are craving for the food again, if the portion control is not in check, and if we are not checking or ensuring that our insulin resistance, which is there in every human being, for that you don't need to be diabetic. Every individual has insulin resistance, and the level of insulin resistance is what decides and somewhere destroys your efforts. So we need to focus on few things. How we control the appetite? Number one, proteins and fiber. If your proteins and fibers in check, your appetite will be 100% in check, because proteins and fiber only gives you the good satiety also. They are the only one who ensures that you are not getting food cravings. They are the only one which ensures that your portion is controlled, and they maintain the insulin resistance also, so that the glucose levels are stable throughout the day and we are not feeling sluggish, we are not feeling tired, we are not feeling hungry again and again. So, when medication is reduced or stopped, hunger signals may change if we are not taking care of our plating method, if we are not taking care of our workouts. So, make sure that we understand the requirements much before we reach that level. Why I'm doing this session right now? Because I don't want you to struggle it in the later part once you stop the medication. The more you focus and emphasize on it, the better will be your execution in the later part. So it's all about making that habit and building it at this moment itself, so that we don't get more of the trouble. Now, is the weight loss is always equivalent to fat loss alone? Definitely not. Body fat percentage is definitely the target, but sometimes the weight loss is also because of the muscle loss. Weight loss is also because of the water loss. So we need to focus that what exactly we are losing and how we have to sustain this. Are we ensuring that the muscle mass is intact? We are not losing on the muscle mass. Are we ensuring that we are losing from the visceral fat? Are we ensuring and taking care that we are losing from the subcutaneous fat? So our priority, the topmost priority, is to preserve the muscle mass as much as possible, because once the muscles are lost, it takes long time to regain them. And muscles is what on which the body is standing. If you start losing the muscles first, your face will become pale, you will start getting wrinkles, and the weight loss won't be a healthier one. So every weight loss is not equivalent to fat loss. It could be water loss, it could be your muscle loss, it could be your body fat loss also. So we need to see in the BCA scale, we have been talking about it. We have to be we should have the body composition analysis machine at home, which is hardly like 1,500 to 2,000 rupees, and it's a very good investment for the lifelong. The one which I'm using, I think I have been using it from last 16 years, but pretty good, and it's giving the good results, and one of the best, investment. So I keep tracking my measurements on a week on week basis to figure out whether I'm losing the muscle mass or I'm losing the fat loss, whether my weight is maintained, and majorly my visceral fat is maintained or not. So we do get the tentative idea about it. So what is the priority is what we need to focus on, because the more the muscle mass, the better will be the glucose absorption and the lesser chances for the body to store it as a fat. What turns into the fat, the more you are eating is getting converted into glucose in the bloodstream, because the blood cannot handle that much of glucose and we are not even physically so active to utilize it. It is getting converted into the fat. Now this fat can be stored in your stomach area, this can be stored around your vital organs like heart, liver, kidney, or this can be stored, as a more of your subcutaneous fat near your hip area or the lower body. So it's very important to be clear where exactly you are losing and maintain that lifelong. Now, the four pillars of weight maintenance, which will help lifelong to get into that healthier weight zone, as I said, is number one, protein. Make sure, because that is going to support your muscles. This is the one ingredient which is going to give you the 100% satiety after having the meals, to stop the cravings, to ensure that you don't keep munching continuously. Second is the strength training. Generally, when we are doing the cardio is good, but then strength training is something which keeps burning the fat throughout the day. So if you are constantly maintaining a habit of doing workout, strength training at least 3 days a week, 100% your lean body mass will be intact and in place, and it won't bounce back no matter it going further forward, you will be on GLP medication or not. Again, the fiber and the whole foods, the more the fiber, the more the cleansing of the body. So generally, when the fiber is less, when we are eating less amount of vegetables, what will happen? All the excess toxins inside the body will be stored inside the system itself, making it more sluggish, impacting your metabolism, and also not letting us lose the weight. So if we ensure that the fiber is good, and this is a habit now to eat the salad in all meals, 100% your portion will never go beyond a particular limit, and your body will automatically keep on, like, cleansing itself. Next is sustaining the habits. So habit of eating the proteins, habit of strength training, habit of fiber, and ensuring that we are having whole grains instead of having the processed grains like suji or the maida. These are all processed, which always, makes the body regain the fat on a more faster pace. So we have to just sustain these habits. Once a while cheating, once a while eating refined flour or the refined grains, it's absolutely okay and will never cause any sort of harm. So create that routine and get into that, system to follow it lifelong. Once our mind is set, why we have been eating, roti sabzi, why we have been eating, same breakfast from the childhood, because we are habitual to it. And it's not that we cannot create that same habit now. If we know something which has been done wrong can be recorrected and implemented right in the future. Can't we do that? I just want to hear in the chat, can we do it or not? Don't sleep. Okay, so these are the keys. There is no rocket science. There's nothing else. We don't have to blame our hormones. We don't have to blame, anyone that, okay, it's my heredity. My parents have been on the heavier side, or my, grandparents have been on the same path. It's all because they have been following the wrong eating pattern. And now again, the same eating pattern has been, inherited to the next generations. So I think you are the one who can take a lead and can break this channel right away, and going forward your next generations are going to thank you, because you have created something really a good habit and then built that, simple techniques in their life which can maintain their good life. They sustain the good quality life, they, get a good prevention from the diseases naturally, and also to feel that energy. And again, the people who are following the right diet, having the good protein, doing the strength training, they have more brilliant, generation going forward. They do extremely well in their, personal and the, professional life. Why? Because they're getting all the nutrition and everything happens. There's no rocket science in that. Mother was smart, so the child is also smart. It's all somewhere related to your eating pattern also and the physical activity that you do. The more you emphasize on the basics, your glucose levels will be maintained, ensuring that you get a right, uh, you know, um, way of dealing with your day to day challenges, ensuring that you focus on your health, ensuring that you don't get, angry very frequently, and you have a better source of understanding, right? So, yeah, this is what. Okay. Now, what are the protein sources? We have to just blindly keep it in mind that, okay, if I'm a vegetarian, morning, if I'm not able to manage much, at least the sprouts is something, the boiled chana is something that can be incorporated. Or if not, then I can have the protein shake in the morning. At least that will help me in ensuring the major requirement of my protein is met, and I'm reducing my sugar cravings from the first thing in the day itself. Many people come to me and say, Neha, that, after having poha and all, uske baad, I feel like really sluggish, बहुत नींद आती है, मन नहीं करता कुछ करने का. So yes, definitely, because आपने सुबह day ही start किया है carb से. The moment you eat the carbohydrates, they give you a good energy, you feel good for certain time. But then after that, when that sugar levels dip, what happens? You also feel low in energy. You also feel sleepy, sluggish, and the cravings bounce back. But if you start the day with the either sattu ka water, sattu drink pee लीजिए, गर्मी है आजकल, or we have the buttermilk, or we can go with the protein shake. What will happen? They maintain a good protein in the morning itself, and that can be, maintaining your cravings and ensuring the entire day is going smooth as per your रिक्वायरमेंट्स. तो हम करना तो बहुत कुछ चाहते हैं, बट कैसे कर सकते हैं? इफ वी स्टार्ट द डे एट द राइट नोट. आपने अगर सुबह चिया सीड्स वाटर के साथ, प्रोटीन्स के साथ स्टार्ट किया, तो ऑटोमेटिकली बाकी का दिन हमारा स्मूथ हो जाता है. So make sure that you include the protein sources in all the meals. Either we talk about breakfast, lunch, dinner, or the snacks. Breakfast में हम क्या क्या ऐड कर सकते हैं? We can have the, as I said, सत्तू है, buttermilk है, सत्तू buttermilk we can add, protein shake we can add, eggs रख सकते हैं. We can have the pulses, like, there is Muradabadi moong dal, there is Chokkivi moong dal, moat is there. Many sources are there which can be incorporated and added to your breakfast plate. Lunch, we all have the pulses, or the chicken or the egg curry or something that can incorporate and ensure that proteins are intact. Next is your dinner time. Dinner is something that, majorly Indians have a very, good habit of eating more of the greens. We eat green curries in the evening with chapati. But then what is the missing part is the protein again. So paneer salad, having, I always make sure that, when I'm making lokki tori, something like that, perwal. So either I have the paneer bhurji along with that, or the soya bean bhurji along with that, or I'm making something which is a roti, which is made up of lot of proteins from the paneer or the soya flour being added to it, or I add the greens like palak dal diya, right? So yeah, and even the yeast protein is a very good alternative over there. And in the loki and tori also, you can add the chana dal, you can add the black chana. It enhances the flavor, makes it more tastier, plus ensures that we have the good protein. So simple techniques, but it can be involved easily with a very simple step in that thought process. The first thing is that we need is having that mindset. And if your mind is all set to make those changes, 100% we can do that, right? So yeah, then keeping the plate method in mind, I hope you all have mastered by now, ensuring that we have half of the plate filled with non-starchy vegetables. Make sure one-fourth portion is the proteins and one-fourth is the complex carbohydrates. So that's a simple way to ensure proteins are there in a good quantity. More the proteins, lesser will be the cravings, lesser will be our, feeling to binge more or cheat more. So if hunger is coming back after stopping the medication, is now what you need to do is that instead of taking the tea and biscuits in the morning, start your day with the tea and the roasted chana. We can have fruits over there, we can have makhana over there. Instead of having the plain toast with the tea, or as a snack, we can also go with the avocado toast, we can go with the vegetable omelets with the whole grain toast or the high protein toast. Protein breads are easily available nowadays. We have Protein Chef, which is one of the renowned brand, giving us the protein breads which doesn't give much spike, and hence helps us in getting a good satiety. Instead of going with the juices, go with the buttermilk, go with the ampana, go with whole fruits and the protein rich meal. That's somewhere which gives you good satiety and ensures that we don't bounce back with the weight. So it's all about giving your body the same satiety, and it doesn't come with the just medication. Your GLP hormones will be maintained after working on the GLP medication for 4 months or 1 year, but after that you have to just sustain those lifestyle and the habits. Now watch the portion creep. Generally we don't look into the portion, how we can control the portion. Sometimes people come and say, Neha, now I have stopped the GLP from 1 month, but again my portion is coming back. Number one, check for the proteins. Always ask yourself whether I'm having good proteins in my meal or not. Make sure that after stopping the medication, the appetite should not come back. You are ensuring that the portions are completely in check, and that will happen when you eat slowly. So from now itself, build the habit of eating slowly instead of watching TV or scrolling the mobile at the time of eating. Just sit nicely with the food, build a good relation with the food. It's not something which is reducing your stress. It's not something which is just giving your temporary satisfaction. It's the nutrition that you need to flourish your body. And for that, if you want the portion to be under check, always eat slowly, because half of the digestion happens in the mouth itself. So instead of eating directly from the packets or the big bowls, it's always good to serve yourself in the plates, or eat in a sort of small bowl, so that the quantity is in check and we are realizing how much we are ingesting. Now pause before taking second bite. Whenever you're eating the food, just take a break. Enjoy the food, chew it thoroughly, and also look at the taste. What do you feel? How did you find the texture? We are nowadays just stuffing ourselves, which is somewhere your digestion doesn't happen and it doesn't mix well with the saliva, and the satiety factor is low. Plus, it is not digesting and breaking down in the system, leading to the fat gain. Next is keep proteins and vegetables high. The more the vegetables and the proteins in the plate, even if you're making namkeen vegetable dalia, add lot of vegetables and the moong dal to it, so that its taste is good. It's ensuring that you get good satiety in the smaller amount. If you eat only plain poha or only vegetable dalia without proteins, without fiber, it will not give you the satiety that you are looking for, and you will end up feeling that, okay, I need to eat little more. So the satiety comes only with the proteins and the fiber. So track your portions wherever needed. And if we start building that habit now, it will be maintained lifelong. So your weight, maintenance, that would how it looks like. Definitely we need to check the weight, but we have to also check our waist circumference. We have to check our strength, and strength training, whether we are doing the strength training 3 days a week or not. We have to see that whether we are getting any changes in our clothes fitting or not. We have to see that whether we are getting the hunger and the cravings again. If it is coming back again, even being on GLP or even after stopping the GLP, 100% you are not having sufficient amount of proteins needed for your body, right? You are not adding sufficient amount of vegetables, which is necessary. So make sure we emphasize on all these parts. We check on the blood glucose levels, which is very relevant. We see that we are sleeping on time. If your sleep is disturbed, if you are not maintaining the circadian rhythm or sleeping on time, again the hunger hormones keeps on boosting and their numbers keep increasing, giving you more craving and disturbing your entire routine. Activity is very important. Keep yourself active, keep moving. So have a regain action plan now. So make sure that you're focusing on it. Don't panic. Sometimes, if you after stopping the medication, you see that, okay, I'm gaining the weight and I have increased 1 kg weight. It's okay. Don't panic. Just review the portion. review and check on the protein and the fiber, increase the movement, make sure that you restart with those strength training, make sure that you review the sleep and the stress, that am I sleeping on time, am I taking care of my stress levels, am I doing some sort of exercises or the activities which is giving me happiness. That's it. So, and again at the end, speak with your healthcare professional because they are the one who can help you. Don't wait till you lose 5 6 kgs again, because the things will go beyond our hand that time. If you are gaining 1 kg 2 kg, at then and there itself, start taking the right action and fix it completely. Now, what are the biggest mistakes that one do? That I stopped medication, so now I need to eat very little. Not at all. Your body need a complete nutrition. We should never go on the crash dieting or eating very little. Extreme restrictions is a big no-no. Always eat adequate protein, 1.2 grams per kg body weight if you are exercising. Instead of skipping the meals, make sure that high fiber foods being incorporated. Make sure that the proteins are in good quantity. Instead of going for the crash diet, you can incorporate strength training. Doing the resistance band workout, doing the little bit of weights can really help you in preventing your weight loss instead of going on a low calorie diet. Again, fears of carbohydrates, not at all required. We don't need to fear the carbohydrates. We should be consistent with the diet. We should be consistent with the movement. We need to focus on the plate method. That's it. And your calories will be sustained easily lifelong. So, medication is a one tool, not the whole strategy. The medication helps in appetite control and weight loss, which can be done after that through the proteins and the fiber. Right now, why we are on medication? Because it is helping us in getting that control. But going further, when we stop the medication, we can easily maintain it with the right plating method and exercise. Now, nutrition plus muscle movement and the habit formation is the key. If we are not being consistent, if we are stuck in the vicious cycle ki Monday to Friday to हमने अच्छे से किया, Saturday Sunday both the days we are cheating whole day, 100% your weight will bounce back and it won't work, right? So long term weight management comes with the right portion, with the right mindset, with the right lifestyle. So build those habits which are going to give you sustainable results instead of just focusing on the temporary results. And don't stop your medications on your own, never ever. The way we increase the dosage, there is a process to reduce it step by step in a same way. And your doctors are the one who take this call. Stopping or changing GLP-1 medication should be a shared decision with your, with your treating doctor as well as the healthcare professional. We cannot do it on our own. It's a very dangerous thing. And whatever the efforts you have made so far, it will go completely wasted. So your diet plan may depend on why you were prescribed with the medication, why we have like either we have any health condition like diabetes, PCOD, PCOS, it could be weight history. Lot of factors are there which are considered. So if we stop it immediately without even understanding the need or the right process, I'm sure entire weight will bounce back very soon. So make sure we are cautious about it. Now, your 30 days maintenance challenge is very simple. Protein at every major meal. Make sure strength training is, 2 to 3 days a week. Ultra processed food to be as minimalistic as we can. Avoid keeping the packaged food, the processed food in the house because they are the biggest culprit. Now, monitor the weight and the waist and hip measurements regularly along with your BCA so that you're having the clarity where exactly you are gaining on. Your vegetables at lunch and dinner should be there as a first thing, because the more the fiber in the meal, the higher will be the enzymes being released to increase the absorption of nutrients. Daily movement, 7 to 8,000 steps at least we need to cover up, and track your hungers and cravings. The moment you are getting your hungers and the craving back, we need to put a full stop over there and emphasize on the eating pattern and analyze our plate pictures and the plate, right? So what is the take away home message is that don't lose your weight, learn how to maintain it and how we can maintain it. We have learned very well in today's session. So manage your appetite, build sustainable habits, and you can stay with the same weight lifelong and can reduce further. Cool. I think we are open for the questions now. So whatever the queries you have, please go ahead and write down in the chat. We will take up all the queries now.